Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to your March 2020 Intuitive Energy Forecast. My name is Lyle. This is my channel here on YouTube. My social media presence on Facebook and Instagram is Wisdom of the Heart, and my website is lisalyle.com. So, thank you so much for being here. I hope you had a wonderful birthday season and that you were shown and showed yourself so much love, Aquarius. Because it's truly the love theme that is the energy going forward. And as we continue to move through these final days of Mercury retrograde, and we have coming up on the 10th of March, 9th or 10th of March, depending where in the world you are, we have a Virgo full moon. And for so many of us, this is still a time of, and particularly the first half of March, it's really a time of this inner reflection and, clearing clutter. Perhaps a little bit of a spring clean. I'm hearing dusting yourself off, or perhaps dusting up around the home space. One thing I really want to point out is just before I started this video for you, my cat decided to come and jump in my lap, and I had recorded Capricorn before this, and the cat was nowhere in sight, and really wanted to be present right now. And a couple of things I'm feeling through Tristan's energy, and I can hear my dog walking around in the hall too. She's feeling like she wants to be a part of things. What I'm feeling is that March for you, Aquarius, you've just come through your birthday season. It's always a wonderful time for reflection around the time of our rebirth, a new yearly cycle for us. And so that's what I feel like March is asking of you, really to, take it easy and just, really reflect. Reflect on how things, how you're feeling about your life over the last year, or perhaps the last 5 years. This is your first birthday in a birthday season in a new decade. And so I do feel like it's very important to create some space and continue daily reflection. And what I'm hearing is this is just good hygiene, kind of like brushing your teeth or having a shower and this kind of stuff. It's good hygiene. Some of my Aquarian dental friends will maybe get a kick out of that. That came up. I just thought of that. It made me laugh. She'll know who she is if she's watching. So, it feels like, and as we get to the end of the month and the time of the equinox, spring arrives here in the northern hemisphere and autumn in the south, I feel like there will be this like lifting of energy, like ready to kind of take on new tasks, begin new projects, really a lot, a new zest, if you will, for life and what you would like to bring forth in your experience, what you would like to do with the rest of your life, what you would like to accomplish, and how in this decade, and what you would like to create. What is your giveaway? What is your giveaway is what I'm hearing. And March is going to help you discern, connect with what your giveaway is. What is it that you really yearn to do? So we're going to just tune in now, Aquarius, and I'm working with the Magdalene Oracle again, and I feel there's two cards that want to come through for you. And they're actually both really beautiful. First and foremost, we have the Magdalene card. So this is really about the divine motherhood, the divine sisterhood that supports you. When I connect with Magdalene energy, I really connect with this empowered feminine, really confident in her, I want to say in her in her power, really confident in her ability to walk through life with grace and ease, creating. I'm hearing sacred ceremony. And then we get the secret card coming out with the Magdalene card. And this is about sacred ceremony. What are your spiritual practices? How are you nurturing and supporting your soul? How are you connecting to the divinity that is you? How are you bringing perhaps soul consciousness through? How are you being called to create? I feel like meditation is greatly supportive to you, and maybe it's just putting on some binaural beats as you go to sleep at night. Maybe it's listening to a guided meditation. Maybe it's sitting underneath a tree with your back resting against the tree and tuning into that higher consciousness that is you, your inner wisdom. So the cat's back. He left, but now he's back. Ancient Egypt is what I also feel, and that flipped out as I was saying that. Ancient Egypt is also what I feel when I'm connecting with you and the cat energy. So that connection to the Divine Mother, Isis. I've been feeling strongly the presence of Sekhmet these last 72 hours, very strong. This very, I believe it's like the energy of the hawk and the lion together, and it's like being bold and courageous and confident, and it requires courage and confidence and strength to even take time to reflect, to even have that awareness that, you know, this is a good opportunity to reflect and perhaps redirect some of your energy, where it's going, where it's flowing, where it would like to be flowing. We have this sunshine yellow dragon, and it says helps you to help animals, serve animals, heal, respect, and understand them. And that's really funny because the cat's sitting on my lap. So perhaps you have a cat in your life. Perhaps you work, you know, for an animal rescue. What I'm really feeling is that animals are healing, and you have you have the ability to connect very intimately and energetically. I'm almost hearing like telepathy with animals. I mean, if you have dogs and cats, you probably know, like, there is this communication that goes on, and if you're a feline mom or a canine mom, you know, or a bird mom, you know, I'm sure I don't have birds, although I feel strongly connected to birds. I do feel them when I connect with them, which is on a daily basis. So this is really what I'm most drawn to about this. First of all, is the color. So this is about a restoration of your innate power. And I'm also it's really interesting because when I see this dragon, I'm also feeling it like a clamshell. So if you need to rest. Go, allow yourself space to rest, because this is where the healing takes place. This is a healing month for you. This, you know, this is a healing journey for all of us. This is what we came for. And we don't have to be, I mean, I know I've had people in my life like, oh my gosh, like, is it ever end? And honestly, I'm not sure that it does. I'm not sure that it does. And even if it does for one, does it for someone else? Because we're all at various stages of our soul's evolutionary trajectory, our soul's evolutionary spiral, which exists, you know, beyond time and space. Perhaps exist parallel realities, parallel experiences. And now here's the little dog, and she's looking absolutely ridiculous because she's got a treat like in her mouth. It's almost as big as her face. Dog, God, really honoring the divinity, the God, the goddess within you. And male or female, we have each component. We have that sacred trinity within, right? Mother, Father, God, and the Holy Child. It's us. We are all of that. And March for everyone really feels like this 3 month that's really saying getting our inner workings in order, clearing out energetically which may be creating density within the experience, creating heaviness, fear, all this kind of stuff. And really at the root of all of that, it's always about, reflecting and releasing and letting go of what just doesn't serve. And as much as it may be a journey of healing, I feel 2 again there for you. As much as it's a journey of healing, the healing doesn't have to keep us weighed down. We don't have to keep revisiting things anymore. It's like, go on. We're in a new decade. We're in the 20s now, the roaring 20s. It's about finding our voice, finding our passion, making a choice to follow the path which best suits us, which best lights us up, even though it may be a choice that others don't understand. Because when you're here to do great things, or when you are here as a servant or here to offer a service on New Earth, a heart-centered service, it's not going to look, what I'm hearing as these cards come up together is make choices by that which inspires you. Make choices that inspire you, that inspire creation. Because this is like, I'm here feeling like the physical body, and then when we are released from our physical body, we shoot off. We're a shooting star. The soul is free, and there'll be great celebration for the choices that we made, that you make this month. I feel that are really, really honor the importance of your personal journey. Your personal journey. That's it. And as you really step into, as you ride forth, making choices that best support your enjoyment of this journey, you offer a great service to planetary consciousness, that this is what it's all about. We are free. We tend to live in this black and white energy here, black and white, good and bad, checkerboards. Yes, it's a game. Is it really checkers that you want to keep playing? Or chess? It's about the checkmate? No. It's about the game of living your dreams. The game of life, which is meant to be fun. I'm feeling like cartwheels and somersaults, that kind of fun. That inner child energy, that inner child joy. It's a number 17, so I see an 8. This is, your eternal soul wants you to make choices that feel right for you, because the choices that you make that feel right for you here and now are a great service to you, beyond this timeline, beyond this lifetime. It says free will, courage, willpower, and change. And I did mention the lion energy and the hawk energy. This is about strength and courage. This is about seeing things from a higher perspective, and to really give ourselves permission to feel joy. Because I feel like a part of it is like giving ourselves permission to have the full-on experience, inspired to create whatever your beautiful little heart desires. This is a number 46, which the 4 plus 6 is 10. We drop the 0. It's a 1. This is a new beginning. After this rest, I do feel like the beginning of March is this reflect, rest, renew yourself, replenish your stores, and this creates space for inspiration to flow in, and then inspiration to flow through. That which inspires you supports your creation and what you came here to do. Ideas spark conception and impulse. And I'm feeling by the time we get to the equinox, the 20th or so of March, there is, and I was already saying that, there is going to be this new zest for life, this new skip in your step, if you will. So let's tune into the energy of your ancestors and see what message they want to bring you for March to support your expanded healing, to support your expanding heart, to support your expanded creation, Aquarius. Here we go for Aquarius. There we go. You got things in twos. This is really funny because Capricorn got this as well, crystals. And then you get crystals and buried in the earth. And it says transference, transcendence on this card, and amplification. I feel like these are important messages that come together. And what I'm hearing and feeling is that particularly at the beginning of the month, and actually through the whole month of March, as spring springs and as autumn sets in on the other side of the world, I really feel like your connection to the natural world, like Mother Earth is gifting you with love and support. Mother Earth nurtures you with love and support. And remember, I was saying, like, when we leave the physical body and we shoot off as shooting stars, the physical body is all that's left here on the earth. It's what we created, the energy shared through the heart, that is really the sacred work of the soul. And I'm feeling like my foot is going crazy. My left foot, the bottom of my heel. I do feel like there is healing accessible to you through your deep connection to Mother Earth, through your roots. And I actually feel that it's through your roots. Where's that card? Inspiration flows through. And inspiration, it's like this incoming wave, right? It's the imagination, it's a thought, it's the dream, it's the fleeting feeling of joy and excitement. It needs to be grounded. And this is where the crystals come in. And for you, Aquarius, I'm feeling like really the obsidian, hematite, tourmaline are the three that are coming through for you. Really grounding, supporting you in feeling grounded, as opposed to, ungrounded or unstable or wobbly. We've already passed the wobble. The wobbles, February was a bit of a wobble, wasn't it? So working with crystals, I just am feeling those black crystals for you to support grounding. Any other crystal you're guided to work with, know that it's there to support you. And, again, we mentioned back with the Magdalene and the secret about sacred ceremony, honoring. And we see this, the honoring, this elder is playing a drum, and there are many gathered around, and I feel like honoring the rising and setting sun. So creating this balance in your life, honoring your active, time of days, and taking the time in the evening and at night to rest. Or if you're flip-flopped on a different schedule, just honoring and creating balance, whatever your schedule looks like. And particularly if it feels unbalanced, you have the ability through action to bring it back to into balance. And so finally, from the Wild Unknown Spirit Animal Spirit Oracle, here is your messenger, or two, or three. Okay, this is cray, because, it wasn't your reading, it was the Capricorn reading. There was a card that came up, and I just got goosebumps all over my whole body. There was a card that came up that wasn't a swan, it was the dragon card, and I said that it looked like a swan. So you've got swan, the divine companion. Your higher self is always your guide, and you have a legion of light on the other side, supporting you on the other side. They're like, we're right here, Lisa. You just can't see. But if we listen, we can hear and we can feel. Swan also always connects me with the energy of twin flame energy, the mirror reflection. Are you happy with the reflections in your life? Are you happy when you look at your reflection, your physical reflection in the mirror? And swans always speak about grace and ease. It's really funny because I had a swan fly over my car yesterday, just a solitary swan. And earlier in the month, I had a dream of 13 swans flying overhead. And this is really about, what they're showing me now, because the swan's got this long neck, sticking your neck out for yourself. Next, we have the spider. And what I hear when I connect with this spider, it's like weaving your beautiful web of light, your web of life. That is your life. Your life is a beautiful creation. Or is it? Because maybe for some, you're not there yet. And so how can you allow your life to be a beautiful reflection of your soul's light, your love that you feel? I feel this is like connections too, like knowing past, present, future. The ancestors support you. You are really supportive. And, what I'm hearing is that, spider webs are so delicate and dainty, and yet they're strong. They catch food for the spiders. Have you ever seen a beautiful spider web, and then it's got like all these bugs in there, all these flies and all the things that they've caught and put in there, and that web holds through the wind, the rain, like it stays in place. And so what I'm guided to say is what you begin to create in your life, what you have created in your life it's foundational energy. It's really supportive energy that's going to continue to support you and grow with you. And then finally, we have fire ant. And, what I'm really guided to here is the center and the orange. I'm feeling like, there can be some fiery emotions in you that want to explode out, and perhaps have been exploded out through February, and you're still feeling the reverberations and repercussions of them in March. What I'm guided to say to you, it's like working within your community. Whatever your role is in that community. Perhaps you're a leader in the community. Perhaps you're the wise elder that is needing to give direction to the younger ones so that you can, get a village built or whatever, get a house built. And so I'm feeling this energy of working together, and not one is at the center. There are many at the center. Here in this web, it's just the spider, right? This is that spider's web. And what goes into that web is just for the spider, right? This is about in what areas are you growing within your community? What areas are you growing communities? How do you work within a community? And to not get hung up on, again, what's back there, perhaps an explosive outburst. It's just like, if you're feeling agitation, irritation, when working with others, this is the opportunity for reflection. Like, why is it, why is what someone else is doing, why is it really impacting you? And, and if it really is impacting you, reflect perhaps on why you allow it to continue to impact you. So March is a big month for all of us, and it's a working month. We've got work to do. There's no doubt about that. It's not There's no end in sight is what I'm wanting to say. Can't find the words. Okay, so you've got the swan first, which comes from the water element. Effortless creativity, sensitive, mystic, elegant power. Beautiful. And I feel this is the ultimate expression. This is the ultimate expression, to follow your joy, to where you are able to create effortlessly and with ease. And what you create is so beautiful. And I really feel like it's very healing to yourself and others. It's a very, and maybe it's just the home space. It's a very nurturing and comforting home space. And we have Virgo, this Virgo full moon, which really wants to take care of that and take care of the physical self as well. The swan represents heightened creativity in Hindu mythology. The goddess Saraswati, the embodiment of language, creativity, and artistry, rides on the back of this graceful creature. The swan is ready to take us there, to the fluid realm of writing, creating, and reflecting. This potent and healing energy is not to be taken for granted or taken lightly. When the swan card appears, your soul is calling for attention, for solo time. An inner voice is waiting to be heard, an inner vision likely to be revealed. I feel so excited. When in balance, infinite creative power. When out of balance, agitated, snippy, lacking vision. And I feel that fire ant is where it's coming in, that fire ant energy coming in. To bring into balance, solo time, writing. And that's been a recurring message for yours right from the beginning. The ceremony, the meditation, the time you create, for yourself to really nurture your spiritual nature. Let's go to the fire ant next, because that's where I'm guided to go. So that's what we're going to do. And I believe this is from, the fire. Oh my God. All right, from the fire element. And fire ant, aggression, rigid thinking, and follows orders. That's like living in the box, right? Breaking free from the box, being part of a conscious community. And even if it's just, you are the conscious community because you're in touch with your spirit family, your guides, your angels, your higher self. Fire ant energies flares up without us noticing. It's the force that attracts us to people and situations that feed our imbalances rather than those that counter them. Gossiping and blaming are a few indicators that misaligned fire ant energy is at play. You may also find yourself stewing on a person or situation, only making things worse. How can you break free from the drama and cool down? Fire ants are surprisingly sensitive. Don't pretend the heat isn't getting to you. When in balance, thoughtful and disciplined. When out of balance, argues, excess heat, and gossips. To bring into balance, solo time, walks at night. Second animal messenger that mentioned solo time. So let's hear what that creative little spider has to say to you. And spider is of the earth element. And creator of prosperity through life's work, dharma. The spider is an ingenious creator. Its greatest gift is weaving the thread of dharma into the vast, intricate web that supports the spider and those around it, both financially and spiritually. It is hard work, but the spider neither tires nor becomes impatient. This card reminds us creativity is everywhere. Be process-oriented rather than results-oriented, and soon your work, it's in air quotes, becomes like the weaving of a magical, timeless tapestry, abundance follows. So when in balance, the spider energy is appreciative, enthusiastic, and prosperous. When out of balance, it's discouraged, tired, and forlorn. And to bring into balance, playful creativity. So those feel like beautifully supportive messages. It feels like you have a lot of opportunities here to really rise, to really do new things, to think a new way, to just be reborn anew. And it makes sense that on the other side of your birth season, there is this renewal that takes place and a refocus, perhaps, a recentering to the heart center. So Aquarius, I trust these messages have resonated with and support you. Thank you for, let me know in the comments below how your messages felt. Thank you for all the thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe and the little notification bell. My goal is 1,000 subscribers in the very near future. Come on, help me. I want to do a giveaway. So until then, Aquarius, take good care of yourself and have a prosperous, creative March. Prosperous, reflective, and highly creative March. Until next time, take good care of yourself. And I'm looking forward to connecting with you again in April. See ya.